Oh, well, in 57, 8 and 9, I was in the Hopman Squad, and Queensland used to select about 12 boys, 12 girls from the country and from the city, and they would come down to Brisbane, and for a week we would train with Harry Hopman.
So good morning again, ladies and gentlemen, as I juggle trying to get into the picture frame. One of the themes that we picked up in amongst all these various YouTubes is that Frew Park was incredibly successful because it tapped into the country. And in the YouTubes there is a very small reference to the RNA and to Country Week. But I think this is now the time to really explore that topic fully with Jimmy and Don, because you both have really great memories and great experience of Country Week. So let's launch into that.
Well, for those of you who don't know, most of the country sites were all clay courts, and clay courts, weren't they?
Yes.
And this was a great opportunity for people from the country, and a really good place to come down and play on grass. And if you've never played on a really good grass court, then it's quite an experience. So I'll let Don.
Well, the other thing was too, Jim, they would come down to enjoy the grass. They'd have friendship with all of the country people that they had met over the years. But also it was always designed to be around the time when the exhibition was on. And the country people could come down, enjoy the exhibition, enjoy the tennis, and enjoy the social side of Brisbane. And we had teams come down from all over the country, as far north as Cairns and Townsville. They would come down and they would play in this event. And it went on for years. It got bigger and bigger and bigger. And then for some reason it probably lost its momentum. But while it was at its height, it was just a wonderful attribute for Milton, because as I said, they just like to come down and play on the grass, but also enjoy the exhibition and what was on in Brisbane.
Well, the RNA went through that phase where it sort of lost its way a little bit after Expo 88, so it doesn't surprise me that any attaching or follow-on event also just lost its way a little bit. But the RNA is now back, bigger and better, so maybe the time is right to re-look at that concept.
Peter, I agree totally. I think it's something that's really, really needed. They have President's Day, which was another big day they used to put on, and they'd invite the presidents and the secretaries down from all the countries, associations they play here at Milton. And kids like myself, when I'd come with my parents, when they walked off the court, there'd be kids everywhere on the court straight overhead, so then we'd have to get off and the adults play again. That's how exciting it was. And when there's tournaments on out here, I know they have a President's Day out there. They get the people to come down and have one morning at Tennessee. So you can see that it's starting to rejuvenate itself, and I think that I've spoken to certain people about this, and I believe that there certainly is room for this to be reopened and rejuvenate the country week, because the country people these days are really interested in what's going on, and they want to be involved. So if there was something like this for them, they'd really feel that they're part of the family and game.
Well, again, that comes back to Stefan's generosity, because I mean there's now a beacon of tennis in Brisbane here at Frew Park.
Oh, absolutely, and it all gels together beautifully.
I hope so.
Yes, that's what's really required. It's been, I know that myself, and there was a chap that worked for Spalding in those days called Barry Parks. He moved back to Sydney, and Barry was not only opposition, but he was a great friend of mine, and still is. And Barry and I ran Country Week for years. It was exciting. It got to the stage too where they try and smoke players in from another area to play in a team which they weren't obliged to be in. So we had to keep an eye on that. They were all pretty keen to make sure that they were successful, and that was what was good about it. It was good, healthy fun.
So in other words, a Cairns player pretending to be Townsville player.
Yeah, the state of origin.
Unheard of. Unheard of. That,
exactly.
Absolutely.
Very competitive.
It was competitive, and but that's what made the fun of it. It was just a really, really good time. So I personally believe that part of what we did as years gone by could be revisited and brought back in and get back to where it was.
It would be really fascinating to see just how this stone in the pond here, the Milton Tennis Centre, the Wendy Turnbull Green, just what sort of flow-on effects it has for tennis in Queensland and for tennis Queensland as such.
Absolutely, it's a wonderful place. First time I've been able to come and have a look at it, but it was just absolutely wonderful here.
Right. And so with that, John, thank you so much this morning.
Pleasure.
Jimmy, again.
Thanks, mate.
And you've now really ballooned up your YouTube followers, no doubt,
You're
after
my
that very
agent,
professional presentation. But so, you know, and I'm pretty sure this actually will push the number up to around 135. I mean, it's really just,
You're doing
slowly but
well,
surely grow, which is which is important. So,
and again, they need people like yourself to help this go, because this is what creates the big interest for us.
Yeah. So, with that, I will say good morning and thank you, and a pan will come. Thank you.
Well done. Great job.
I'm Wendy Turnbull, and I hope you are enjoying Frew Park YouTube channel.